listen, I'm going to tell you what, this will change your life. It's scary, but it will change your life, and it will take you further than you ever thought you could go.
Hi, my name's Devin. Today I own several multi-million-dollar companies. We started with $5,000 in a credit card. I don't know the easy way. I only know the hard way.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Whiteboard Entrepreneur Podcast, where I give straightforward advice to fuel the entrepreneur in all of us. We were just talking here today before this podcast started about what it takes to go out there and to win. And when oftentimes it feels like the circumstances aren't necessarily going your way. You know, interest rates are high. You know, we have a lot of friends in real estate that, you know, a lot of them are really suffering and you know, they're like, oh my gosh, right? But we also have, you know, we were talking about all of our friends that are actually killing it in real estate. But the difference is just kind of their approach, right? Like there are a lot of people that are going, oh, well, golly, I'm not getting as many leads because, you know, people aren't buying and the prices are too high and the interest rates are too high. And I guess I just have to sit here on my hands and maybe go get a different job until, you know, the market comes back. And listen, I understand that there are conditions, right? There's stuff that we're dealing with, right? Like sometimes you're swimming with the current and sometimes you're swimming against it, right? But like you get to choose whether you're swimming against that current or whether the current's taking you, right? And so it reminded me of a story when I very first started coaching. We had a team that had they'd never had a winning season. And we went in and we looked around and we're like, oh, this is awesome, right? I was so excited. Like, I love this team. Like everybody on it was so hardworking. Everybody on it had such a great attitude. But, you know, I don't think anybody believed that anything like good was going to come of the season. And I was like, no. So I sat them all down before the season started. And I was like, here's the thing, guys. Like, they're like, all right, what's our goal? What's our goal to win, you know, to be over 500 this year? You know, are we going to try to win our region? Are we going to try to win a tournament? And I'm like, all right, guys, here's our goal. We have one freaking goal this season, and it's to win state. And they were like, okay, we've never even had a winning season. I'm like, no, I know. But here's the thing. I taught them 4 things. I said, here's what you need to do. The first thing you need to do is you got to dream it. Because if you've never dreamed that you could win state, you can't win state, right? So, and we all know it's kind of easy to dream something, right? Like you can daydream off and go, oh, I'm dreaming about driving that Ferrari. Oh, I'm dreaming about, you know, getting married someday. Oh, I'm dreaming about getting my master's. Oh, I'm dreaming about, you know, starting a company. And that's great, right? It has to start somewhere. You have to have a dream, right? And so I said, first thing I want you to do is picture that, right? And we all started picturing that and dreaming that. I said, now the second thing I want you to do, as I said, I want you to believe that. So right now, if you're dreaming for a company, I want you to keep dreaming that, but I want you to believe that you can have a company. I want you to believe that you can have a company. I want you to believe that you can go get your master's. I want you to believe that you can be a doctor. Whatever your dream is, I want you to start not just dreaming it, but believing it. And then the third thing I taught them, and this takes a lot of courage, I said, now I want you to speak it. So I said, when you walk through the hallways and you're talking to the teachers, you're talking to your friends, you're talking to parents, you're talking to your girlfriend, whatever, I want you to start telling them, we're going to win state this year. Not that, hey, we're going to have a good team. I want you to tell them that we are going to win state. And they're like, well, I didn't think you guys ever had a winning season. Doesn't matter. We're winning state this year. Right? So they had to first dream it, then they had to believe it. Then they had to have the courage to speak it. And guess what? They started walking around everywhere, started running to teachers. They're like, hey, are you guys really good this year? I'm like, yeah, we're good. Well, we only played like 3 games. We didn't know if we were good or not, right? But we're telling everyone that we're going to win state, right? We'd only played like 3 games, right? And so we were like, this is amazing. We're going to win state. Started going, telling all the parents. Guess what? We started to fill up the stands. We started winning games. It was exciting, right? And I said, the 4th thing we got to do is this. First thing, dream it. Second thing, believe it. Third thing, speak it. Have the courage to speak it. And then the 4th thing is go out there and earn it. So every day at practice, when we broke it down at the end of practice, it was earn it on 3. 1, 2, 3, earn it. And everything that we did as a coach, I was able to hold everybody on that team so accountable, because every day that we showed up, we were going to earn that state championship. Let me tell you, we didn't win state that year, but we could have. And we had the best year that we had ever had. And that year has launched a dynasty of great teams after it, because that team had the courage to dream it, believe it, speak it, and then they went out there and earned it. And I can tell you what, I run into them. I run into my players all the time. They always remember those 4 things. They were like, hey, coach, remember dream it, believe it, speak it, earn it? And I was like, yeah, we actually had badges and everything. And you know what? They're living their lives that way. They're out there pursuing their dreams. Each one of them is kicking butt, right? Like they have now applied that to their life. And I want to encourage you right now to apply that to your life. Maybe you've never even had maybe you've like had a blinder on. You like have never even allowed yourself to dream. Let me encourage you, dream. See what God puts in your heart. See what's inside of you. Start dreaming of what you can do and what you should do and what you're called to do. Start dreaming that. And then once you start dreaming it, I want you to believe that that's for you. I want you to believe that that dream is for you. And then I want you to have the courage to tell people about it. Tell people how you're going to go get that nursing degree when you're 40 years old. Tell people how you're going to finally get that PhD. Tell people how you're going to write that book. Tell people how you're going to start a business. Tell people how you're going to be a doctor. Tell people how you're going to go and pursue your dreams, right? I want you to speak that and to have the courage to start speaking it, and then go out there, work it, and earn it, right? Go out there, put in that hard work and earn it. And listen, I'm going to tell you what, this will change your life. It's scary, but it will change your life, and it will take you further than you ever thought you could go. I'm Devin, and this is a Whiteboard Entrepreneur Podcast. I hope this encourages you and inspires you today.